Good evening, viewers. Sorry for the delay. There were some technical problems, so which we are trying our best to fix it out. So for today, it is fixed. I hope on our next live we will be on time. So yeah, we're already 7 minutes late. So let us directly go to the. We are again having two guests, same guest from our live show, Mr. Iqbaldeep Singh and Mr. Abdul Halim Sarker. Thank you so much for coming to my show. And yeah, so are we live? Is everything okay now?
Yeah. Hello, viewers. Do apologize for the delay. We had some technical issues, which I did try to just leave a note in the group so people will know. And eventually, we did have sorted it out. And welcome everybody to our live show. And welcome to Abdul as well. He's there. Hello, Abdul. How you been?
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for delay. Actually, there are some technical issues. It's been fixed now. So hope you will enjoy the show.
Brilliant. So starting with the show, yeah, it's becoming close to Brexit. There's quite a lot of immigration, things happening these days, and I think it's got quite a lot of comments as well from the people. But the last show we did, people just quite liked it.
Yes, people liked it, and also there are many questions which we couldn't answer because of the time. So yeah. I can still see there are. I can still see there. There are like
time is always relevant. Actually,
yeah, there are like
12
short,
people, so.
There are like 12 people on the waiting list. So
yeah.
Wow.
If you can let them just connect to the show and
because we are already late, so I don't want to keep them waiting. So we'll go one by one and we'll start answering the questions. So yeah. So
I think we already just started getting the questions.
Yeah. So yes. So is Mr. Suve is connected. Hello, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello.
I don't. Okay. Let us go with the next caller, Mr. Sorry. Yeah, Miss Humaira Kuram. Hi, Humaira. You are there with us? Humaira? Okay.
Sure, I just got this question here. Preet Sangha, how long is the application takes for the further admissions? It's been a year now. Yeah, Preeti, it's been quite a lot of delays in the further submissions unit in Liverpool, especially because of the COVID. So it might take another few months. There are a few applications which I've been just waiting for like 14, 15 months. It's just it is basically taking longer than expected. So I know it might be just quite challenging for you to just wait, but you are going to have to just wait for it. And yeah, that's all.
Okay. Aditya Mishra, are you there with us?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Aditya, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to ask about the Tier 2 General Visa. I'm a little confused about the earliest date possible, because I had started around April in 2016.
Okay.
And I've just sent you a message where like giving my application BRP date, the entry clearance vignet, and the COS date. So which of these would be beneficial for me to consider to apply for the ILR?
Mr. Iqbaldeep Singh would like to answer this question.
Yeah, is that when did you start to do your tier? When did you start to do your tier 2? Was it in 2016?
Yes.
And you haven't completed 5 years. That to tier 2 general.
Yes. So I'll be completing soon, like around February.
But
I'm confused about which dates will I be considering when I can apply.
So you're going to see when you were first granted your tier 2 leave to remain in 2016. You're going to have to match the dates. It has to be the next day when you complete 5 years. You got to complete 5 years precisely, and then you can apply.
So is it on the arrival date, or is it on the COS or BRP issue date?
It's when you were granted first time.
So that's the problem, because I got granted. You mean the BRP issue date, right?
Yeah. So the first grant of visa.
So the BRP says it is on 9th of March, but my entry clearance vignette, which was given to me for coming to the UK for 30, which was valid for 30 days, was given on, like, was valid from 21st of March, which is like later than the BRP issue date. So is there any problem with that?
How is that? The entry clearance must be predated the BRP, because the BRP might be because you just got it once you just got to the UK, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
but it is prior to the entry clearance date. That's the problem.
So you got you just make sure when you apply, it's when you were first granted leave to enter, you can just calculate your 5 years from that. So you just can wait until you just complete your leave to enter time, and then once you complete from there, then you can apply it. I don't think so. It's a much of the difference. I think 2-3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you might, well, just to cover any risk, just wait until when you were just granted a BRP card, and then apply from that time, just to be on the safe side.
Right. So I should be considering the BRP issue date
Yeah, just
instead
consider
of.
the BRP, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, but okay, sure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so there is quite delay. So we have got Humaira. Humaira, are you there with us? Okay. Okay, we'll take our next caller. Yeah. The name is not there. Hello, you there with us? Hello.
नहीं
Hello, hi, yeah. Can you hear
मैं
us?
तो कॉल कर दे रहे लोग
Hello, how can we help you? Hello, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello, caller, can you hear us?
I think because of the background noise, they
Yeah.
can't hear us.
They can't hear
We
us.
can hear them, but they can't. So it's already cut off. So,
Okay, so we have got another caller, Evelyn. Hello, hi, Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn, you there with us?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, so I'm very new on this, but obviously I saw this and I've just joined. But do you want me to ask my question or?
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
yes,
please.
Just going to go directly to your question, please.
Yeah. So I had my indefinite leave to remain in 2011, March 2011. But my question is obviously because I had two names, so that means obviously I have to wait for the good character for 10 years. So they gave me with my new name, but I'm not sure now because obviously when does my 10-year end for the good character? Does it start with the day you started your deed poll or the day that you are given your indefinite leave?
It has to be indefinite leave.
So I have to wait until March next year.
March next year. So if it does not start from the deed poll, you've got to just wait until your indefinite leave to complete 10 years from your indefinite leave to remain.
All right, thank you for that. But one more question. I also got a letter, obviously, from the HMRC saying that we have overpaid tax. So does that mean, and is a good amount of money, and obviously we've been trying to fight it, and they say that it was an overpayment. Does that mean I have to pay that? Will that cloud my judgment as well?
So what you're saying is the HMRC has overpaid you, right?
Yes, but they have said that we have to overpay. We were overpaid our child tax credit. So obviously that means we have to pay back.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay back, and you're going to, if there are anything which if the form asks you to just disclose anything, if there is any claim outstanding, you will have to declare it in the application form, and just try and disclose everything to your home office because they would know anyway.
Do I have to pay it? Because that's my question. Do I have to clear it? Although even I have a plan with them, if I have to have a plan with them to pay that money, do I need to pay to clear the whole amount so that it doesn't?
Have they made any form of like a county court claim against you?
Yeah, they have.
They have. Then you are going to have to pay it because that also comprises to the good character. As if you are going to any county court judgment, you're going to have to clear that as well. Yes, you've got to just pay it.
No, is okay. When you say that, sorry, quickly, when you say the court judgment, do you mean like obviously they went through their own debt collector, so now they're getting money off me?
Oh, so then if you have just got payment plan in place, I think it should be okay if there is no court judgment against you.
No, it's not a court judgment. It's just a payment plan that we have come
Yeah,
up
just
with.
a payment plan. If you're honoring it, if you're making the like a payments in time, I think it
Yeah.
should be okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I
No problem.
appreciate.
No problem.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So we'll just take the next. Oh,
Yes, shall we put some questions from the comment box? Because I can see
Yeah,
there
we
are
can take, yeah.
comments.
Abdul, you
So-
can take a few questions now. So I'll just take a few.
Yeah, so I'll just go and I'll just pick up the few questions.
So,
Just bear with me a moment, 1 minute. I'm just trying to share the screen.
Are you just going to put it on that? Okay, that's brilliant.
Yes. So that way it will be much easier to
Yeah.
read the questions. So I think it's just taking a bit time. Yeah. So Mr. Iqbaldeep Singh, would you like to discuss something about the toy scandal which happened on 2015?
Yeah, we just discussed quite a lot of insights in relates to the ETS toy crisis, which happened a few years ago, and it's been quite a while. There are quite a lot of updates and quite a lot of developments in that. And, recently, if anybody who has done the ETS toy exam, they must come forward and apply for the UK status. And even if they have been refused, they will just be granted leave to they will be granted in-country right of appeal. And because what was happening previously was anybody who were the Home Office was saying they have just done ETS TOEIC test and they have just obtained it deceptively, they were just granting them appeal right out of country. And quite a lot of people they couldn't fight it back in the country. They couldn't just get the evidence in the court. But there is a court judgment which happened in December 2017, which does allow anybody who have ETS TOEIC issues in the court judgment, they can appeal it in country as long as they have just made a human rights claim. So anybody who has made a human rights claim previously, or they can just make it now, they will be granted the in-country right of appeal, which they can fight it back and they can prove that they haven't done the test, and any adverse action which the Home Office took previously, they can reverse it. I think I will just leave it to Abdul to just explain a bit more on this topic.
Let's say like I have a question. So let's say someone who wants to apply for indefinite leave for ILR.
Yeah.
He's having a problem with TOEIC.
Hmm.
So he is under like spouse visa. So he had his extension under the FLRM, but they refused him. He had his appeal and then he won the appeal. Do you think this will affect his indefinite leave to remain?
It won't affect his indefinite because that decision is so it does not stand anymore. So he's good to apply.
But as far I know that if you don't eliminate this from the judge while you are doing the appeal, then it will affect your.
If the appeal was allowed
as a character conduct.
No, if the appeal was allowed, that means the decision is reversed, so it won't have any adverse impact on the application. Whoever is applying for ILR afterwards, it should be okay.
One thing here need to be a little bit clarified.
Okay.
If in the appeal process, if the appeal allowed on the basis of human rights only, not on the TOEIC,
okay,
then this issue still remain live. But if the appeal was allowed the TOEIC on the based on TOEIC, then it's has been eliminated. So there will be no problem with the ILR.
Yeah, that is that's important point. After you made so I was just answering right from the front of the ETS TOEIC allegation. If that stands in the appeal, then that 10 years time would start from when the human rights appeal was allowed, and he whoever was this subject was, he was just granted to leave first time. So the 10 years would start from that time because the appeal was allowed on the human rights grounds. That was a good point. Right?
So
yeah.
So that person can still apply for indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah, but he has to complete 10 years from when he was first granted from when he was first granted leave to remain on the human rights grounds. Even if he because what Abdul is saying is the
Is
TOEIC issue still stands, and it would always stand because it wasn't proved to be incorrect, and it was proved to be correct. So the 10 years time would start from the first leave to remain after the allowed appeal. Am I right, Abdul?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the 10 years will not start from the day he entered to this country.
No. Is
Okay.
reset, clock reset.
Oh, okay. So you mean to say that
The section
it breaks-
3 leaves breaks.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you mean to say that the chain has been breaked because of
Yeah,
this?
not chain. It is not about the chain. Actually, it is about the because the section 10. It was actually under section 10. So under section 10, if you have any deception, whether you come with the leave to remain or whatever, it becomes zero.
Okay.
So on that point, everything, washed away. You don't have anything. So when the appeal allowed on the basis of human rights, so your time, you will start accumulating time from that point. Either you spouse or whatever is a parent, so time will start from day of actually grant of leave, the second occasion. So, and you will count 10 years onward. Once you will complete 10 years, there will be no issue with the good character, nothing. You can apply for ILR after the citizenship, no problem.
Okay, I got you.
Is it clear, Mr. Iqbal? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's clear now. So, okay, let us pick up the question. So,
There are lots of questions I can see.
yeah, there are a lot of questions, and I don't want to let the members down. So,
So start from
because
top.
last time the members messaged, they're saying that we were unable to join the live, but we still have questions. So this time I don't want to let them down, and let us answer their questions. There are also some members and some people on the waiting on Zoom meeting, but let us just pick up a few questions from here.
Yeah, I think that's your answer a few questions.
Mr. Islam.
Yeah.
Please, I think let's keep our discussion one side. Answer the question, so the member will be benefited more because it's specific to the point.
I'll do that. Yes. So we can see here is
I have
AGS Sandhu. I have my parents' tourist visa rejected twice due to financial problems, bank statement, many transactions, and they said no genuine visitors. What can do? I'm British citizen. Please advise me. What can I do as a British citizen?
So do you want me to answer?
Yeah. Abdul, just your answer.
Yes, Mr. Abdul.
Okay. For the visa, it is not about the transaction. It is about the overall situation of the applicant. Even though you are a British citizen, if from the facts it transpires your parents' situation in back home is not that level. Their family connection, their property, their all other circumstances doesn't show they will return to their country back home. So in that situation, it is likely to refuse. So before you making a visit application, make sure you address all these things to show them that it is genuine visitor. After coming back, they will go back home. That because of this reason, they will go back. So that is. Do you want to add anything, Mr. Iqbal?
Yeah, what you can do is just if you do reapply, try and just cover all the points of the refusal in the previous refusal, and make sure the the money which is attracted in the bank statement must match with the income tax return. It must not be there must not be a contradiction to that. So this is what the Home Office would want to see, if that money which is in the account is genuinely available to your parents. Okay, so this is my advice. What you can do is just if you do reapply.
Mr. Aminul is repeating.
Yes,
something. Yeah, okay, fine. So next question, you can see.
Yeah, the next question is, it says, hi, my question is, I came to UK 2009.
Can you just, Manuel, can you just tell me the name of the person who you, what's the name of the?
Ruhel Swati.
Rohan Swati. Okay, just take the name first so we know which question you're referring to.
So we will answer to the question of Ruhel Swati. Hi, my question is, I came to UK 2009, December.
With
where
my
is that?
surname.
Yeah, December with student visa, and later in 2013 I got married and got marriage visa. Also I got ILA in 2016. Okay, that's good. Now I have submitted my naturalization application last month, 29th October, and on Thursday I got biometric appointment. Okay, my two question is, on my naturalization I made a mistake where they asked me, have you made any immigration application inside or outside the UK last 10 years? So I put no by mistake. I've also made a statement with my cover letter, explain everything, all the entries, but I have not heard anything back from them yet. What's your advice on this, please? Okay, so Mr. Iqbaldeep, this is something I mean, members, they ask these questions often.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
Also, the mistake is sometimes
the application form must be filled correctly, and the Home Office would definitely, just pick it up. But because it's difficult to change the online applications, what you can do is just send them a covering letter explaining that the answer to that question is incorrectly made. It's just an error, but explain that just in case if they pick it up, at least you have disclosed it. I think that's the best way you should do, and because the thing is, all the application forms must be correctly answered. So this is my advice. In the application form, there is at the last section, it says additional information. Just, in the cover letter, just say the additional information and just send a quick letter to them before you just go for your biometrics. So they have the information in place. Okay.
okay. Let us go to the next question. So that's thank you, Iqbaldeep.
That's okay.
And that's the next question from, okay, I don't know, the screen is messing up. So it's
Yeah,
not
it's keep up and down.
yeah,
So
because
think,
it's
maybe
so
I
what,
think the members
yeah, I can read it from my mobile.
no. So what happened is I requested member to give their question at one comment, but what happens is they are just giving like separate comments too many times. So that making the other members' comments to go on the bottom. So 1 minute, I'll get from the, yeah. So that's from Mr. Sugan Vakis. Hi, I applied for citizenship in May. I gave fingerprint already in July, but still now I did not get any decision. So
against this boils down to the COVID crisis. There are a few departments are just a bit behind. So my advice is to just just wait for some time, and once some reasonable time passes, just send them a reminder, and then just wait for it. I think the national lockdown has played its part because the Home Office, quite a lot of officials, they're just working from home with the limited resources. Yeah, they are trying to just cover, and they are trying to cover up. But I would advise just give them some more time, please.
thank you, Iqbaldeep. And the next question I will pick up is, yeah, Najma Shah. She also messaged earlier on our group as well yesterday. So, hi, me and my son first entered the UK in August 2012 on spouse visa, and my husband is British citizen. Me and my son is Canadian citizen. I have ILA in January 2015, and I have been in out from UK during 5 years. 5 years. Days outside spent 490 days, which is more than 450 days. Okay, so now I am here since 2018, no visit outside UK. Can I apply for naturalization next month? Am I eligible to apply? Okay, so basically, according to the guidelines, that is 450 days, but she spent 490 days outside the
in that case, since 2015 she has never been out, so it cover all the absence. So I don't see any problem with application. She can apply for naturalization. It will not be any problem with the absence. She qualified for that. She's eligible.
They have to count the absences in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years, yes.
Yeah, so last 3 years, 2 years, she hasn't been outside. So it will be, and only there was only 40 days absence, extra absence. So in that case, that the gap is filled up now the last 2 years.
So Najma, you will have to count your absences in the last 5 years and make sure you are now out of the UK in the last 1 year for 90 days. And you will be, and then not more than 450 days in the last 5 years, and you will be okay. Okay, as long as you meet the other requirements.
Okay. Thank you so much, Iqbaldeep and Mr. Abdul Halim. So yeah, and we'll go over to our next question, and then we will go and bring the
Sharmila.
We will go to the callers who are waiting on the Zoom meeting. So we'll go to Ainmin. Yes, Ainmin. So her question is, Salam, I have recently applied for ILA. On the bracket it says DV. Put up an application online, paid the fee, emailed the supporting documents, and got the bio done within 15 days. Am I missing anything? Home Office did not ask me to mail the passport. How long do you think it would take for them to answer back? Again, this due to COVID-19, it can get delays. What is your opinion regarding it, Mr. Iqbaldeep?
I think I missed the question. My voice was breaking. Abdul, do you want to just take this question, please?
Yeah, yes. Hi, Miss Ainmin. Actually, only 15 days ago you're done. Due to the current pandemic, it is taking longer time. So any domestic violence application usually takes up to 6 months. So you may have to wait a little bit more. Then if you don't hear anything from them, you can send a reminder, polite reminder to know what about your the update of the application. So you should wait now.
Yeah, just the common advice for everyone. I think that just quite a lot of people are just trying to just ask the same question, because since the lockdown in March, there are just quite a lot of delays, especially in certain departments, and the people are advised to just give Home Office a little bit more time. If you have been advised to the decision will come in about 6 months, let's just take it about 9 months, 3-4 months upwards. This is like a normal procedure which is happening these days, and it might take some applications might be decided a bit quickly, but some departments are taking a bit more time. So everybody needs to be a bit patient because of the coronavirus crisis. That's my advice to everyone, though, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, there will be delay. In some cases, it's like very straightforward. They don't take that much time.
Yeah,
but
the complex cases, because
I think it all depends on luck.
Yeah, the service and support centers were closed. They couldn't interview the people because they couldn't take the biometrics because of the lockdown, the previous lockdown. They are trying to just cover the backlog. I think it's getting better now, but yeah, whoever has applied during the first lockdown, it's taking a bit longer than expected.
Thank you, Iqbaldeep. We are going back to the Zoom callers. So there are a few callers waiting on the list. I'll bring one by one. So there's the caller name is not there, but the caller number appears over here. So yeah, so the caller is now. Hi, caller, you there with us?
Yes, hiya.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Hiya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. I have a question. I've been in the UK for 14 years. Okay. I came as an asylum seeker to the UK. Yeah. Then I got a dictionary leave to remain as a teenage. Then I didn't have documents for 10 years. Then I got 5 years EU residence card, because I was a family member of EU family member of residence card for 5 years. I got that one
5 years ago.
As an unmarried partner. Yeah, okay. I was not married, but I had an EU partner, and the Home Office have given me the resident card for 5 years. But it's been already 3.5 years past. But my question is, because my relationship has been broke down nearly 6 months ago. Okay. My question is, when I'm applying for indefinite leave to remain, can I apply when this is end? Can I apply for indefinite leave to remain? Because my old relationship with my partner was for around 4 years as unmarried. We haven't been married, but we was in relationship for 4 years.
Okay. Did you had your civil marriage, anything like that? Did you have civil marriage or anything?
No, I didn't marry at all. We was only like in relationship. The adorable partner, we was not married. We only was in relationship. We was living together for 4 years.
Okay.
Right.
So let's pass this question to Mr. Abdul Halim.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
thank you.
well, there is a difference, the married partner and dual relationship. If you are married, then you had a better position.
Retain right.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you are not married, you are unmarried partner, and you've been separated. So under the EU settlement scheme, it is extremely difficult to get settlement, even though you complete 5 years. However, you can try for the written right of residence. Then on that basis, if you can apply for the settlement, but extremely difficult. It would be extremely difficult. If you can add something, Mr. Iqbal.
Yeah, like Abdul said, because they are not married, it's very challenging on this occasion. But there's no harm in trying. But just make an application to see what they say. But it would be difficult because you're not married. That's what I say.
All right, that's absolutely fine. Okay, that's all I wanted to know, because I came from Afghanistan and I was an asylum seeker before in the UK.
So,
And then I got this document based on my relationship, but my asylum was still pending with the Home Office.
that's fine. You just mentioned that you one time you had a discretionary leave to remain. When was that?
In 2008.
2008. And whilst you were on a discretionary leave, what happened with that discretionary leave?
When that expired, then I've been my court has been refused a couple of times, but I haven't been as
completed 5 years
still with the Home Office.
Did you completed 5 years on discretionary leave in 2008?
No. I had it only like for 2.5 years because I was a teenager at the time. I was under 18, and
So
they gave it to me only on based on that.
They didn't extend it.
Yeah, I applied for extended, but the Home Office have refused me. Then I've been to the court, and the court
When
has
did you enter the
refused
first
me.
time from Afghanistan? Was it in 2006
No, I came in 2007.
or 2007? So if you fail to just accomplish your goals to become indefinite on the retained rights of residence, which is going to be a difficult part, what you can do is you can make an application to the Home Office on your private life, and you can plead that it's going to be insurmountable obstacles for you to return back to Afghanistan because you just came at a very young age and you do not speak language at all. There are quite a lot of other problems you might face, and you might have a way out from this. I think that's the best course of action for you. So just apply in the private.
I heard they say if you live more than half of your life, but I lived here more than half of my life. But I will be over 25. That was the case that could stop me from.
You will not be able to qualify from that front if you're over 25. So it has to be on a 20 years. It has to be less than 20 years, but it has to be there is another factor which you need to prove, which I say is insurmountable obstacles for you to return back and reintegrate into Afghanistan. Okay, so I think because you just came at a very young age, you were under 18, and you have been here on leave to remain. You were on discretionary leave. You were having a EU family permit. I think you have just got some ground, if not too much, to just play around your cards. To be honest.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for your help.
Otherwise.
Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Iqbaldeep, and thank you, Mr. Abdul Halim, once again for answering. So let us go to our next caller. Hi, caller. Are you there with us? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because I
What's your name, sir?
the Facebook, so it seems delayed. Anyway.
Can I get your name?
Sorry?
Can I get your name? Your name and your question, please.
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim Omar. I am a European citizen. I just got pre-settled status in this month, and have my fiancée from Libya, and I would like to bring her here to live together here in UK.
Okay.
Can you clarify a little bit more about your question? You got pre-settlement status on what basis?
Yeah, in this month, I got the pre-settled status. Okay, and I want to marry my fiancée, so I can bring her to UK.
Yeah, that I understand, but I am asking you on what basis you got pre-settled status? Because are you a family member of an EU citizen or a dependent family member?
Yeah, I'm EU citizen. Yes, I am EU citizen.
So which family member? Who is your family member here? Your brother, your sister, your mother, your father? Who is your family member? Who was your
there
sponsor?
Is no one here.
Who was your sponsor?
I just I just came here alone. I have my European passport from Bulgaria. I applied for pre-settled status as a European. My question is, I want to bring I want to marry my fiancée.
What passport have you got right now? So what is your nationality?
Bulgarian.
Yeah, that is fine. So you got your pre-settled status, but you're a Bulgarian national, which is under EU. You can bring your spouse, you can bring your family member from any part of the world. Okay, as long as you're working in the UK, you are exercising treaty rights. You just need to show.
I just came, by the way. I just came. I don't have any record. I just came in UK.
When did you come? How long has been you just came?
I just want. It has been 1 month. 1 month here.
Okay. You must be working before you sponsor anyone. As long as you can just meet, as long as you can support them financially, and you have just got sufficient accommodation, you will be able to sponsor. And you must be married as well, because you got to just return to that country wherever your sponsor is, wherever your partner is. You will have to marry first, and then you must show that you've been exercising treaty rights in the United Kingdom. Only then you will be able to sponsor that person. Okay. For now, it seems.
Yeah. In this process, how much time will take?
Just go first. Just go and just get married first, and the rest of the things comes afterwards. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Iqbaldeep, once again. There are callers, on the Zoom meeting, and also there are comments on our live box. So there are members who are facing problem to call us. I've given them the description on how to join the live calls. So shall we go back to the questions?
Yeah. Just pick up the questions.
To answer calls.
If there is a caller waiting, then let them call. If there are any, if not, then go
calls,
for the
and
question.
if there are no calls, I think we'll just we're better just sticking to the questions and then.
Yeah, I think I'll do like that. Yeah. So let us go to the questions and let us see. Okay, so I'll pick up the recent question from Samix Tapa Rana Gamala. Yes, I've got the citizenship invitation from UKBA. I have moved my house in Kent and got the letter in new address. However, they are asking me to book for citizenship ceremony in Wiltshire. Do I have to manage here in my new address in Kent, or I can do in Wiltshire? Is there any problem if I go to Wiltshire, even though now I am living in Kent?
Just do in Wiltshire, because if you just tell them that you want to do in Kent, it would just delay the things. If you have just got invite, just go and just get it done in Wiltshire. And I think
so otherwise there will be
it's simple.
Easier to just stick to the documentation for now, because it will just delay the things. I'll just do it in the Wiltshire, please. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so we have answered to the name. I was waiting on the call just okay. So go to the next question. Hi, will an unpaid credit card debt from 2007 affect ILA or naturalization application in 2020? Okay, so based on this question, Mr. Iqbaldeep, I would like to ask you a question. There are many questions from members. Asking question like, for an applicant who is having like debt with utility, such as like water bill, like council tax.
The thing is, as long as it's not county court judgment, which they need to declare, and the civil penalties, which just makes it difficult. But these debts, as long as they're paying it won't have any significant impact on the application.
So let's say if someone is having like a credit card debt outstanding, which is like faulty, like on fault, you know, like their credit card has been withdrawn and they're paying like under like third party, like debt collection. Do you think, do they have to mention this on the IL application?
No, because this is
No.
not part of like a, it's not the, as long as it's not the county court judgment against them, isn't it, Mr. Abdul?
Yeah. So just don't be confused with the council tax and the normal debt is different.
Yeah.
Council tax, they usually straight goes to the, they go to the court.
The court to the
So you get
magistrate.
court order very soon.
This is
But
good.
if you have even 20,000 debt, you can still get ILR, you still get citizenship, no problem. Provided that if you have arrangement with your creditors. So even minimum labor or even, but I won't suggest for IBA, but if you have arrangement, call them, you can't pay, so they will accept your minimum payment. If you do payment.
Yeah, sorry, this will not affect as a character conduct, do you think?
No, it will not affect. If you are willing to pay, I mean, the payment plan is there, a monthly £1 you pay. It will not affect. However, if you're like deliberately, you're doing so for many years, then of course it will be a relevant issue for the citizenship and ILR, character issue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abdul Halim. We'll answer the calls. So yeah, let us go. It's Mujib Sharif. So yeah, Mujib Sharif will be yes. Hi Mujib, can you hear us?
It's connecting.
Hello Mujib, you there with us? Okay, I mean, if the internet is weak on the other side, then it takes time for them to get connected to the Zoom. So we'll put Mujib on hold and let us say, okay, so it's Rohan Debroy. Hi, hello Rohan, you there with us? Hello Rohan.
Hello.
Hello Rohan, can you hear me?
Oh, hi, that was quick. Yeah, of course. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How are you, Rohan? Rohan, you there with us?
Yes, of course. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There is a background. I think you are watching live. So if you can,
okay. Maybe can I? That was quick. Yeah, of course. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you can please mute the.
Yeah, I'm watching live. So how can I? How can?
Just get out from the live and you just come to the questions.
Maybe can I?
If you can please mute.
Yeah, I'm watching live. So how can I?
Just get out from the live. You're there through the Zoom. So keep your Zoom connected.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, so what's your question, Rohan?
Yeah, okay. Okay, just a moment. Let me just try and leave the.
I can hear you now. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay. Rohan,
you can mute your Zoom. You can mute your Zoom.
No.
Then in that case.
No. If he mutes, then everything will go mute.
Okay,
Rohan,
now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, it took a bit of time. Okay, the thing is, yeah. So I'll just very quickly tell you my situation. So I'm going to apply for Set O, and on the 5-year Tier 2 general route, and basically this relates to the finance section of the application. And so I can, of course, produce the salary slips and the corresponding bank statements. So that part is clear. However, me and my wife, we rent 2 flats and jointly, and she pays the rent for 1 flat and I pay the rent for another flat. Now, the thing is, the flat in which I'm here at the moment, which is my corresponding address for the application, is the flat for which my wife pays the rent. Now, my question is whether I need to declare this in any way in the application. That's number 1. And if I have to, in that case, because there is a question about, allowing for verification to, because the Home Office, we need to allow the Home Office to verify our bank details, even if, so in this case, shall shall I have to include her as kind of somebody who's like a joint, a kind of holder, or kind of sort of a finance, what is it called, financial, somebody who supports me financially? So I'm slightly confused because I have a separate job and she has another separate job.
I think Rohan, I think your question is quite complex. I think you should seek legal advice, not over the on the live show. I would say, because it's a bit complex. Because the thing is, you have two addresses, and what you're saying is that your partner is supporting you financially, whereas you're on a tier 2, and you should be, you should be sufficiently earning. So things does not make sense. I think you should take a legal advice properly.
Legal advice on that, yes.
So this we won't answer this on the live. It's a bit complex. We need to just go into more details.
Okay, fine. I just wanted to share that I pay rent on my own for my own flat, but I'm also staying with my partner. Okay, maybe if you want me to sort of contact separately.
Just take legal advice, because obviously, we are not here to discuss like, I mean, we are here to help the members. But if there is any cases or anything which are like
there are quite a lot of complications in this.
A lot complicated.
Complex issue is difficult to.
We don't discuss over here because it consumes times, and obviously there are other members, there are other callers on the waiting list. So we have got like maybe.
Let's go to the next question, Manu. Next question, please.
Sure. Thank you, Rohan.
Thank you.
So we will answer this. So that's the caller. Hi, caller. Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hello, caller. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, you are live now. Yes. So, what's your question?
Yeah, I've got a question. I've been in UK like for almost 5 years now. And when for the time,
it's quite a lot of disturbance at the back, so we could not hear you properly. I'm afraid. Can you just move your location, and so you're more visible, you're more audible to us, please.
Okay, one second.
It's quite difficult. It's quite a lot of like it's a quite husky voice.
We'll answer another caller. Hello. Hello, hi caller. Can you hear us? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello, caller. Can you hear us? Hello.
Line probably it's not very strong.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Yes.
Can I take your name and your question?
Okay, Assalamualaikum brothers. Quickly, I applied for ILR DV recently, and I did it all myself. So I just wanted to go through the process quickly. And can you please confirm if I missed anything or did something wrong? So I applied online, paid the fee, and it then said that I need to give my bio and email the supporting documents within 15 days. I did that. I emailed my documents along with my passport, but the Home Office never asked me to send the passport through mail, so I didn't do that. I hope that's all right. I just wanted to know, I just got a confirmation email for the payment that I made, but nothing else. Also, I wanted to know if I'd get a temporary BRP, because I sent the BRP that I had when I was on spouse visa back to the Home Office. So I don't have anything now, like any ID. So will the Home Office send me a temporary BRP till they reply to my application, or not? Or they just send it once?
The thing is,
the same question we answered previously. So basically, you don't have to send your original passport. And BRP, if you have already sent, they will not send you temporary or interim any BRP unless they grant you leave, the ILR. So you have to wait until they come with a decision. And currently it is taking longer than usual time. It could take up to 6 months. So you have to be patient. If they don't reply within 6 months, then you can chase up or you can send a reminder. That is what you can do.
So how can I send a reminder?
Sorry?
What can I send you a reminder?
Sorry, there is a voice. I mean, we can't hear
Yeah,
you properly.
I mean, a reminder, if they don't come back to you within 6 months, you can send an email or a letter as a polite reminder.
Let's say a reminder letter to them once
Yeah.
you think it's 6 months have lapsed.
So let us quickly answer the last caller of the day, and then we will. Okay, so hello, Aisha. Hello, Aisha, can you hear me?
It's connecting, showing.
So, okay, so she left. So anyway, so it's Zara Ali. So let's see her. Hello, Zara. If you have like a poor reception, or like if your internet is down, then it really affects to.
We only have got 2 minutes remaining, or let's go to
Yes,
some
because
phone like a question.
we started
Yeah, don't
late,
take any
so
calls for now. Yeah,
yeah, just
there's a lot of the time.
hello, Zara, can you hear me? Hello, Zara.
Hello.
Hello, yes, Zara. What's your question today? Zara, can you hear me? Okay, let us go to the next caller. Hello, Zara, can you hear me? Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello, hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear
can
me?
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yes,
now. What's your question, please? Can you?
Yeah, my question was, I've been in the UK for like 5 years now, and I've claimed an asylum. When I claimed first time, they give me leave to remain for like 8 months without any status. It's not refugee, it's not humanitarian. And then I appeal in court, and then after that one finish, I get like a refugee for 5 years. And my question now is, when I apply for indefinite leave to remain, it has to be 5 years, right? Do I count like the 8 months I
got your question.
I get before?
It would depend on when you were going to refugee status. So we need to just see the paperwork first. So the 5 years start
Okay.
from when you were going to refugee status. So we don't know what kind of leave you were going to for 8 months. Was it a discretionary? Was it a refugee status?
Okay.
So as long as it was a refugee status, that your time counts from there. Okay.
Okay, it was like a refusal, but they give me 8 months leave to remain. So that means it doesn't count to 5 years.
It seems like it was just a leave to remain. It wasn't a refugee status. Then it won't count towards your refugee status. So you would have to just count 5 years from when you were going to actually grant a refugee status in the UK.
It wasn't a refugee status. It wasn't. It doesn't say anything. It just say leave to remain. So.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Iqbal gave you a clear response. So your time will be counted when they issued a BRP refugee status.
Refugee status.
From that 5 years. So 28 days before you can apply for settlement.
Okay, that means that the 8 months before is not counted, yeah?
No. Unlikely.
Okay.
I think we're just running out of time, Manuel, so it's already 1:08. So we will have to, terminate the show. And
thank you so much, Iqbaldeep and Mr. Abdul Halim, for answering the question to the members' question. I know we are still there are still members waiting on the Zoom meeting, and also we are getting too many questions on our live box as well, comment box as well. So I know we tried our best to answer all the questions, but still some are there. It seems like some questions are repeatedly same, so I just ignored them.
Okay, for the peace of mind, when our show will end, probably whenever I'll have time, I'll go through the question. If it is in the group, I will try to.
Yes, I will. This is what I will request Mr. Iqbaldeep and Mr. Abdul Halim. if possible.
Yeah, so
I appreciate you are
I will
giving
take some time.
to the group members. And although I understand there are some complicated cases which are you are not able to answer them on the group, but at least try your best. I mean, as much as possible to help them and support them. And yeah, so thank you so much for to the members for watching our live show, and thank you so much to the admin and moderators who are working at the back end, and thank you so much to the people who are helping me and supporting me to run this show. And once again, thank you to Mr. Iqbaldeep and Mr. Abdul Halim. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
You're welcome.
I think this will be we will try our best to do one more live show by end of this year. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So as we all know that the lockdown restrictions will be eased from 3rd of December. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.